back again, doing a quick little follow-up of the first video. Just want to add a ghost kick to use as my signal instead of the main kick. Just gives me a little bit more flexibility in how I use it. It just keeps my normal kick clean. So I'm just going to duplicate the original kick, put it into a new channel. And I'll sidechain it to the bass bus. Send the signal to it. Now on my little drop down box here I have the option of it. You got to turn off the master signal. So now we have no sound coming through it, but it still displays. So I also want to do a bass to bass sidechain, just so that I can overlap my saw bass and my pluck bass without them clashing. So to do that, I'm going to just create this channel and call it low bass bus and rename this previous one to the high bass bus. Gives me a little bit more flexibility as well. So I'm going to unroute that signal for the high and put it in the low bass bus. And then you can see the two saw basses are still going to the higher one. I'm also got to send this back to the low end send, so that I can still control them all with one slider. Now I want to sidechain the pluck bass, which is in the low bass bus, and use the high bass bus as my signal. So same as the ghost kick, it's just going backwards in the chain of commands. Select it, select the high bass as my signal, and just drop it down. We don't want to fully sidechain it, we just want it to duck a little bit. So we'll overlap these basses just so you can hear. Still a little bit strong at the moment. Go to the extreme. Just helps keep that bit of a presence to it. Even though you're not really hearing it, it still feels the same. I'm just going to reroute these. Make sure they're set to the ghost kick instead of the regular kick, and copy that over to the low bass. So to do that, I'll just hold down on the save preset as and drag to the next one. Actually, I might do this a different way. Instead of putting it on the low bass bus, I'll put it on the individual channel itself. So if I take off this one, this is just sidechaining from the kick. So unroute the signal to the low bass bus, and I'll reroute it. So chain this track to the pluck bass itself. Otherwise, you'll have a drop in the volume and the overall volume in the bass end. So same as usual. Just solo it so you can actually hear what's going on. I don't want much of a duck, it's just that taking away a little bit of it with compression so that they're not clashing with the kick. Turn it back. Okay, so they're both sent over to the low bass, and the high bass is signal for the low bass to be sidechained. I also just feel like it needs a bit more sub presence, so I'll just use Serum. I'm loving this plugin lately. Alright, so I'll just copy this pattern. So I'm just doing it on the pluck bass as well, I'm not doing it on the saw basses. I'll just solo these. Turn off oscillator A for now, turn on the sub. It's just a sine wave. Isn't that stuck? We'll turn off the pluck bass just so we can hear what we're doing. Shape it up. We want it really nice and tight. No release whatsoever. It's not going to be in the mix to be heard, it's merely presence. So now we'll start with oscillator A and just put up a normal little sine wave in the analog signal, section, sorry. Send that over to the filter and use envelope 2 as the shaping tool for that cutoff knob. Drop it down an octave. merge them together. If you go in here into your width and drop them down to 0, it actually put it into mono. And I'll just add a little hyper dimension. Also take out the top end in it because we don't need that at all. I usually like doing it within Serum as well as later on I'll put an external EQ on it. Just lower it a little. Shit, red line. Starting to blend together. As I said, you don't really notice it too much, especially after we take out the unwanted frequencies with this last EQ. It's just there to put pressure in the ears and pressure through the body so it feels more subby. So we'll send this to the mixer. And put that in mono on the mixing track. So when it's merged, it's in mono. And we'll send that to the low end send, which is then going to feed through to the low end, through the low end bus. I think that one of these signals in the input of something sidechaining has changed. So yeah, we'll sidechain the sub bass the same way that we have with the pluck bass, just through its individual mixing state. So with the external EQ, we'll just take out whatever's remaining in that top frequency. We really don't need any of it. It's just going to mug it up the mix and make it a bit confusing and clash with each other. I always take it out at 20 because it's not going to make much difference, not going to hear it. It's again going to do the same thing, it's just going to make a mess. Going on here. So now we just want to make a little space for that sub bass to fit in. So in the pluck bass we remove frequencies that are then going to be replaced with that sub bass itself. Help them become more like one bass. We want that to peak at around 30 Hertz. So we're going to bring this up so that there's no overlap, no crossover at all with 30 Hertz. as a rise in the pluck bass, just to fill in the gaps. Shelf. Volume down just a little bit. Whiff. So there's not much difference at all to the ears. Alright, well, that's about it. Hope you found it helpful. Stay tuned for the next one, put in the percussion and everything.